After 2 long years of devastating war, the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas has finally entered its second day, and the world is holding its breath. But this is not your ordinary truce. This one has the fingerprints of President Donald Trump all over it. Trump's 20-point peace plan is now in motion, and the results are shaking the political landscape across the Middle East. The once untouchable Hamas now finds itself cornered, isolated, and pressured by its own sponsors, Qatar and Turkey, to sign the deal. So what's really happening behind this so-called peace? Let's break it down. Political checkmate. Trump orchestrated what many call a diplomatic masterstroke. He pushed Netanyahu to agree. He forced regional players to cooperate. And now, both Israel and Hamas are locked into a U.S.-brokered truce, one that could reshape Gaza forever. Hamas isolated. For years, Hamas relied on Qatar's billions and Turkey's protection. But this time, both nations joined the pressure campaign, forcing Hamas to accept Trump's terms or risk losing everything. Even their closest allies know Hamas is running out of cards to play. Palestinian Authority reform. Under the plan, Gaza's control could soon shift to a technocratic committee, paving the way for the Palestinian Authority to return. It's the biggest political reset since the Oslo Accords, but with Hamas excluded from the table. Disarmament and hostages. Hamas has not disarmed yet, but phase 1 of the deal requires the release of 48 hostages in exchange for 2,000 Palestinian prisoners. Israel's next move depends on Hamas's compliance, a major test of whether this ceasefire will truly hold. Fooled Hamas propaganda. For years, Hamas sold the narrative of resistance, but after the destruction, famine, and the loss of civilian lives, many Gazans now see through the propaganda. The so-called victory turned into a humanitarian nightmare. Genocide and starvation claims. While aid convoys flood into Gaza, over 2 million civilians face hunger, trauma, and ruins. Yet, Arab nations now recognize Israel's fight wasn't just a war. It was a reckoning against extremism. The truth is, Hamas is running out of friends. Even their biggest sponsors have stepped back, signaling a new chapter in Middle East politics. This ceasefire might just be the beginning of a bigger realignment, one where peace through pressure becomes the new global strategy. This is Wide View, giving you a wider lens on world events. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and follow and subscribe for more wide view of global issues shaping our world.